Hodge with BoardGameGeek, here with John Rieger and Floyd Liu. You can't really see him under that helmet there, from B&B Game Studios. And today we're looking at the Refuge, Terror from the Deep. And this looks awesome. Look at these minis. Look at this huge, it's the size of my hand.
Yeah, it's a bigature.
Oh my god, it's like an eye attraction. It's like, what is happening on this board?
Yeah, well, so you're steampunk divers escaping from a giant kraken, as you can tell by Floyd here in this vintage U.S. Navy diving helmet.
Hi.
That's awesome.
So we actually did a ton of research looking at old diving suits to build out all the amazing miniatures for this game.
That is awesome.
It's based very loosely on a true story from World War I, where this German submarine surfaces off the coast of Scotland and is shot down by the British. And they claim the only reason they hadn't dove to avoid the British patrol was that they had been attacked and damaged by a giant sea monster. So in our kind of alternate history, steampunk divers, we're on the eve of World War II, and the secret to preventing World War II before it ever happens is hidden aboard the wreck of the UB-85, and you're going to go salvage the cargo.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I hope this actually happened.
Me too, mostly because I love this Kraken.
Yes.
So it's a standalone sequel to this game, The Refuge, A Race for Survival, which B&B released in 2016, which was designed by Floyd. Do you want to?
Yeah, The Race for Survival was a zombie party race game with tons of miniatures so that even casual players can get the experience that they need.
And so it has a similar feel, or is this totally different?
Similar feel. He said totally different. I said similar feel. So you have the same 2 to 6 player competitive race, but instead of racing to the last safe place in the zombie apocalypse, you're racing to rescue the cargo from the submarine. New in this edition is a all new 1 to 4 player solo and cooperative dive.
Nice.
It's kind of
that's why I said totally new.
And it's kind of all the action of a monster adventure movie in 30 minutes. So you're going to be moving around this board. Activating each of these spaces has a unique space ability. So maybe in competitive, you're going to be landing on these spawn spaces to lure tentacles to your opponents. In cooperative, you're going to be using them to eliminate tentacles from your row or your column. And then we built this incredibly intuitive Kraken AI. So if we go ahead and flip one of these Kraken cards here, we can, it's an Abyss mode. So this Kraken at the top of the board, the top part of this card moves the Kraken's head. So this would move it 1 space this way. The bottom part of the card moves the tentacles in the 3 columns in front of the Kraken's head. So this would move this one down 1.
Down 1.
Or this.
Oh, it goes to the next tentacle space.
This would actually spawn a new tentacle. And so we can build a lot of very simple but very flexible movesets in. So I think if we flip maybe one more in here, you can see it'll move around. It'll actually come down into the board and try to devour you.
As they do, as it does.
Yeah. I believe, and if anyone watching the stream wants to prove me wrong, I would love to know any references. This may be the only game you can win by getting devoured by the Kraken and cutting your way out from the inside.
That sounds like it might be the only game.
I think that's a claim I think I'm pretty comfortable making on camera.
I would say so.
And it comes with 7 steampunk divers. We've already unlocked some stretch goals on our Kickstarter, which is live now.
Oh, it's live now, great.
And each of the divers has 3 special character abilities that make them play very different from each other.
Put them up in there.
And these are done in this really kind of action-oriented comic booky style. One of the things that we're really excited about having this game underwater is that we can set the poses on these minis, and let's see if I can get one up for the overhead.
So they're like going straight on down. Their body is downward. They are diving.
Completely upside down.
So
we spent a ton of time thinking about the action poses and
that is
international
really cool.
intrigue within the characters.
And they're really detailed.
Yes, it's a multi-part assembly, so kind of all the detail of a hobbyist mini that would have multiple parts, but assembled at the factory for you.
Yeah. So that sounds really cool. So it's on Kickstarter right now. Are you funded yet?
We are all the way funded.
Excellent.
So we're at around 50K right now and climbing every day. We're just wrapped up our first week and have 2 more weeks to go.
Excellent. I love that there's a cooperative mode, so you can like try and gang up on him together. Is that?
Yeah. So the victory conditions in co-op change every time you play.
Every time.
So it's kind of like a monster movie in 30 minutes, is what I like to say. So one game you might be ganging up together, trying to defeat the Kraken.
Oh, okay.
Another game you might be rescuing a stranded diver or uncovering the secret shipwreck. And so I like that you get those big cinematic
and
moments.
then it changes. You don't know really. Every game will feel different. So that's really cool. Awesome. And so if it's on Kickstarter right now, how much can you get all this?
$49 US plus
what?
shipping. Yeah.
All that?
Yeah. So our big thing is it's a low number of super high quality miniatures in the box, and so we're focusing really on build quality and making these things super awesome.
Yeah, it looks super awesome.
And so looking at this Kraken, we're really happy with
Kraken.
the way.
It's Kraken.
Yeah.
It's just Kraken, all right.
Sorry, John.
No, it's good. There's been a lot of nautical puns in the B&B Studios team, so
all day,
every day with that helmet. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And so I was gonna say, when are you expecting this to be delivered? Next year?
Yes, around next year, June.
Origins and stuff. Well, it looks amazing right now. I mean, this high quality stuff you got here.
Yeah.
So
something we're really excited about. We talked a little about these 3 character abilities that are unique for all the divers. Is if you already have the game that this is the standalone sequel to, Refuge, Race for Survival. We liked the way these character abilities played out so much in this edition. We went back and made character abilities for all the characters in this one, and so our Kickstarter exclusive is when this ships out, you get new cards
like
for Race for Survival.
Or like a mini expansion for that. Oh,
exactly.
That's really cool.
So we're really excited that this game has kind of continued to have legs, and we're excited to bring a bunch more gamers into the world of Refuge. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. And this is such a cool theme. Like, I just want to go, like that theme is awesome.
Yeah, well, if you want to stop by our booth, we're at 438, and you can come dive in with us anytime.
Excellent. Well, thank you guys so much for showing us the Refuge, Terror from the Deep.
Yeah.